Stream back. The stream is back. Terribly sorry about that. Computer crashed. Not much can be done about that, really. It's a little odd. Oh, the sound hasn't returned, though. Now it has. While I was gone, I took the time to update the NVIDIA drivers. And while we're here, I'll do what I wanted to do just a moment ago. Have a look at the new mission. Is this it? Resurgence Bio? No, that's... Yeah.
Cinetai pays for solutions, and it shows.
Or... The problem is there's a whole bunch that say new, and I'm because I haven't done it yet. That's not what it was called. What the fuck was it called? I would have thought it's going to be on this one because it's to do with the scorpions, and they're in the desert, and that's the desert tree, isn't it? What's the fucking name of this new mission now? Announcements. Why can't they just include the fucking list of... Where is it? Added new mission. Concealment recovery. But where is that? There it is. 400 bucks.
And it shows.
Well, because it's just a recovery, we could probably YOLO that with stuff from the workshop. Get yourself like a bog standard wooden 1x1 and a hammer. It's not even stronger weather, so the wood would stand up to it. Take a campfire, a bow and some arrows from the workshop, and you could probably YOLO that within about 20 minutes. Anyway, I was kind of hoping it's going to be a little bit more intense like the other new ones, but never mind. We've checked it, now we can get back to the other one. Fucking game crash. Well, computer crash on the second time round. Whole thing just froze up. the reset button wouldn't react to anything again. I had to hold the power button to cycle it off.
Gear like this eats power, so you're gonna have to find a way to juice it. But I figure you didn't make it this far without a few tricks up your sleeve.
Still not finding that critical spot. Yeah, that didn't refresh my prime meat buff either. That's still bugged out. It's weird. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We might as well turn this off and not use the fuel while we're not in there. And then we'll carry on doing what we were about to before we were rudely interrupted by the stupid fucking crashes. We have a cave here to investigate, see if there's any exotics. Fuck off. No, none here. Next. And that will be bum ba bum ba bum over here-ish. I think, or here. Something like that. Where are you? Oh, okay, I put the marker in the wrong place. It's a little bit further down. Or am I just going nuts? When I'm that far away from it, when it like stops and arches and goes to what is it, sting me, and I'm like 2 or 3 meters away from it already, why in the hell does it do damage to me anymore? Why can't they change that? That's a tad annoying. Oh, okay, I'm putting the fucking marker in completely the wrong place. It's over here. Hello, Mr. Scorpion. Goodbye, Mr. Scorpion. He followed me in, didn't he? Little bastard. Hello. No exotics here either. Oh, next one is round about there. I didn't check the extractor, did I? How much fuel it had in it? We could have switched out the fuel can before going on this little trek. But never mind. We've got this cave to check, and then we'll go back anyway, because the extractor will be done soon. Well, I hope it isn't. I hope it isn't. But knowing my luck, this one's going to have just as shitty a yield as the previous one did. Then the only one we'll have left to do is in J14, which is near our base, which will be nice and simple. We're gonna have to make one more run to the pod with what we get from this place. No exotics here either. And then we should be good to make it all the way back with what we extract from the last one. I've really only been in the desert for 15 hours when I did this mission with this character the last time. And I probably easily spent 7 hours in the desert on the last mission. But hang about, mind you, this is my extra character. You're not giving up, are you, mate? Go on then. Have it. Hello, Mr. Antelope. We repaired our titanium knife before we set out on this little journey. And we've already used half of its durability. That's quite a bit. Well, mind you, I lean much more heavily on the knife now than I do the bow. Leave the house alone. Told you about that already. You want some too? Go on then. Oh, and our bacon's cooked. Nice, then we can turn that off. Get rid of that. Well, if we've just switched cans, we've got another 30 minutes, and I might as well go off and do the other. Well, if it's going to be a good yield one, then it's going to be another 30 minutes because it'll go through that can. If it's going to be a low yield one, we're going to come back to, like, you know, X number of exotics, and that'll be it. Either way, we might as well make use of the time. Help bolster this low yield with whatever we can find in the caves. There's one. Let's go to the one that's further in first. We'll go to that one. Nope, I'm not having it. Can fuck off, mate. What a dashing fellow. His marvellous composite armour. There we are. No exotics here. Next. Ah, fuck it. If we've come in this far, we might as well go that extra little bit, eh? We'll go to this one here, and there's one just opposite there. And we'll make our way back to the other ones lower down. I want to make the most of being in this area. These low yield veins are just starting to be fucking depressing. I remember when I got nearly 400 from one vein before. It was like 396 or 398. And now I've been lucky to fucking break past 150. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. You want to shut up, mate. Give me my arrow. Oh, I got it when I picked him up. Okay. Sit. Stay. Good boy. gonna have to stay here, aren't we? And this isn't even deep enough. Oh, it is. Okay, good. It's just deep enough for us to get under the water. Well, if we're going to be sitting here for a while, then I'm going to go and make myself a coffee quick, because we're just going to be floating in the water so we don't heat up until the storm passes. I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back. And look, the storm still isn't over. Well, I made myself a nice fresh bottle of pop on the soda stream and a coffee. We're good to go again. I am starting to get a bit hungry though, and it's only 11:30 because I didn't have any breakfast. And I'm only going to be able to order the earliest in about an hour. That's a lovely coffee, that. 71 degrees Celsius. It must be the fact that we're in water, that regardless of the outside, the environment's temperature, the fact that we're in water, that we're wet and we've got the cooling effect from the water, the canteen. It's the only reason why we're not overheating. Oh, at last. Temperature's starting to drop. I can come out of hiding. Okay, and which way do we go? We go over here. You eating dead scorpion? Yeah. The fuck yeeted him into the air? Do you see that? Bloody hell. Are you trying to go into orbit? Hello? I'd like to talk to you about our Lord and Saviour Soul. No? Alright, fair enough. Oh, there we go. That's what we're here for, Sonny Jim. So that's 16. Okay, we actually got a decent yield out of that one. Well, let's eat up, shall we? Let's get all of our buffs on. And now we go... Da, 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 da. Now we go into this one. I'm not sure if we went into that one already or not on the way here. I think we did. Oh. I'm still trying to practice, like, where to be aiming, where we need to be aiming when I make the strike to get a good critical on him with that. Hello. Oh, fuck off, mate. Where is it? I can't even find it now. Check whether we've been in there or not. It's supposed to be here somewhere. Or am I fucking looking at the wrong thing again? Of course I'm looking at the wrong thing again. It's up here. There it is. Fucking hole staring me in the face. Yeah, we've been here before. We killed them. Okay, never mind. I'd rather double check than miss out on some glorious exotics. Yeah, and we went around this rock. Now we can stop at the one that's here. There it is. as much. Hello, I'd like to have a word with you about your car's extended warranty. You have to. You really have to. Now we go to this one. It's more. It's more over there. Yeah, there it is. Well, at least this is a large. Supposedly. Hello? Anyone home? No exotics in here either. And then what have we got? Oh, we've got nothing else left up here. We might as well go back to 06 and check on the extractor. I'm hoping it's still running, but I have a funny feeling that it's run out of fuel already. Oh, I mean it's stopped already. That the node has dried up. I think what I'm gonna do. We'll get the running out of the way. Yeah, we'll leave everything in there. That wasn't a good option. Idiot. We'll leave everything here, like the house and the generator and everything, and we'll run what we have back up to the pod. Because I mean, regardless of what the last one has in the way of yield, even if it's a low yield one, I won't be able to carry everything I have now, plus that, and my tools, all the way back to the pod from J14. I don't think. It was a luckier fall than the last one. We actually got a broken leg. It's just impatience. I didn't want to walk all the way around. I just took the shortcut down. Yeah, it's not glowing anymore. When did you stop? About 2 seconds after I fucking left the cabin. That's fucking ironic, isn't it? Well, that's 20 kilos. How much are you? Let's grab you. You're 2, so you're fuck all. You're 10. That's 30. Then we're already at 172. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 2 short of 200. Not all of that's going to fit in the pod. That's the other thing. I'm going to go there and only be able to put some of it in the pod. And then I'll disassemble the house partially. And take enough with me to we'll turn that off because we don't need to be cooled in the fucking middle of the desert night. We need at least 2 of them and 4 of them. Then I'd basically have to collapse it down to like a 1 by 1. So I'm going to have to carry something. Well, we're taking the campfire in case we need to sleep on the way. And that. Yeah, and I want... Do I really need a door? Where are we at? Just that. Well, I don't need that anymore, do I? I don't need that anymore. I only brought that. Yeah, of course. I don't need that anymore. Oh, let's get rid of that. And we can get rid of that because we can chop more wood when we need. Well, tell a lie. I'm always running out of wood at the worst times. I'm just contemplating what to do. Should I right-click destroy it, or should I just throw it on the ground and leave the fucker there? If I right-click destroy it, I'm going to get, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 things. Yeah, and even the electronics I don't really need. It would be nice, because then I could at least make another extractor on J14. So if I remember correctly, that's a 2 snap point vein. Could use the aluminium to make some more composites. What the hell is it with me and my fucking bladder today? I just went to take a fucking piss. Back in a minute. That stupid fucking computer crash came at quite the opportune moment. Fucking thing. Actually had like 4 viewers for once. Doesn't exactly sound like a lot, but given the game, even people that have been streaming for way longer than me that are particularly popular only average like 20 viewers on this game from what I've been seeing in the in Twitch. Check it every now and then. Right, let's make a decision, shall we? I need that. Like, I literally don't even really need that. The only reason I had that was to keep that running. But where I'm going is going to be in the forest. So I don't need that anymore. It's just the hoarder in me is like, no, don't throw it away. Could be good for something. But for what? I'm going to go to J14, mine that next vein, where I don't need either the generator or the air conditioner. And then I'm going to complete the objectives by connecting the water and the power, which I've already got prepped. Yeah, I literally just have to run the lines there and kill all the worms. And that's it, job done. We can leave. Was the whole point, getting all of this shit in the desert out of the way first. I've got another, what is it? 12 kilos. Well, everything that's here is going to be a lot more than 12 kilos. Well, let's pick it up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We've got enough slots for it. We'll see how much we are overweight. And we'll go from there. With 6 kilos overweight, that's fuck all. I could get rid of one of these biofuel cans and a handful of other things. Oh, I've got a connection issue. Is it going to be another one of those days? My stream going to stop now? No, it's alright. I know it's come back again. I have to restart it because it won't reconnect itself after a Steam disconnect for some strange and unknown reason. Come on, hurry up.
Gear like this eats power, so you're gonna have to find a way to juice it. But I figure you didn't make it this far without a few tricks up your sleeve.
Oh, some of the shit that I had on the floor would have disappeared now. Did I pick everything up before the oh, okay, good. The connection issue happened before I started doing all the rearranging and picking of things up. Get rid of that. I got rid of one of the biofuel cans, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, take 2. How is it with that much overweight now? I was like a handful of. I was like, what was it? 6 kilos overweight the last time. What changed? What gives? That's so fucking weird. Okay, so we're rather a lot overweight. Bottom line, I'm gonna need to leave probably a 1x1's worth of concrete shit here. Because that I can easily remake when I get home. I can't find the fucking... Could it be his eyes? That little tiny, like, fucking divot in the middle there that it's a critical spot. I just can't seem to find the fucking thing. I'm still 15 kilos overweight now. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. I don't really know what else to do. I don't need the fucker. If I'm not gonna have it, nobody will. Let's destroy it. That's the better option. Yeah, and then we're just barely overweight. Okay, we'll get rid of the wood. Pick the carbon fiber up. Yeah, I prefer that option. Then I'll take the fabricator with me, and I can make extra extractors if need be, extra composite arrows. How much is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's more or less 100 kilos. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 180. Yeah, it's going to be absolute borderline. I can pump. I was about to say I can pump it up because I thought I had the speed modules on, so I can't pump it up. I'm really not relishing having to fucking do the drop pod run twice. Like, granted, if I do it from here, it's going to be closer. I'm still not going to be able to put all of it in. We've got our campfire, don't we? Bed. Let's just stop fucking procrastinating around it and just go. Yeah, because obviously doing this now is closer than having to do it all the way from fucking down here. Well, given doing it from here is actually a little bit quicker, because then you can just nip across the southern desert, up through the D10 cave, and then you're almost there. It's because of the way you have to fucking twist and turn in this fucking valley and what have you, yeah, and fucking around with animals in the meantime. A distance that seems longer can actually work out around about the same time. Oh, fuck off. Thank you. Yeah, when we go to mine J14, we'll go home, we'll do the mission. Yeah, I'd love to be philanthropic and give people the opportunity to get the mission reward as well, but I just want to be over with this at this point. And for that, I need to go to the drop pod. I need to go to the drop pod now, put in it what I can, go home, do the mission. Come on then. Yeah, do the mission, pick up all of my tools and everything I need to extract at J14. Go and extract. When I'm finished, just leave everything there that I don't want to take home with me and then go back to the pod. Otherwise, I'm looking at least 2 more fucking trips to the pod. Yeah. That's what we're doing. It's pod time. We need to get there. How are you able to damage me when I'm... I was hitting him and I was literally behind him when he swipes in front and he still damages me. Why can't they fix shit like that? Yeah, and when we come from the pod this time, we can cross the Arctic. Yeah, getting back home will be quicker. We'll go into the Arctic via H14 and we'll do our usual little nip across, exit K7, go through M9 cave. And then we're basically home. And we do the mission. Yeah, we connect the power and the water and we kill all the worms and we craft... Well, okay, we can still keep the mission from going mission complete by not crafting all of the items. We'll craft like 3 of the 4 items. Then I can go and extract J14 and then call people in to join to get the mission rewards. And then when we've got everyone joined, I craft the last item, and then it's done. And everyone can share in the spoils as I originally planned. The fuck were you wigging out over? We need to eat. Whee! You're still following me? Hey, see, he preps to do an attack. He preps to do an attack, and I'm 2 or 3 meters in front of him, and he swipes his tail, and I get hit. It's the same with the cougar. Yeah, I'm nowhere near him when he swipes, and I still take the damage. It's those attack mechanics that they need to work on as well. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as bad with the bear and the polar bear that the jousting is actually possible. If it was that bad with the bear and the polar bear, then jousting basically wouldn't be possible, because as you go past him, regardless of your position, when he swipes, he'd get you. And I'm more just talking to keep myself occupied. Yeah. So I bet I've barely noticed it, and we're already like halfway there. Just to try and keep myself semi-sane. Running simulator. You can get an elephant to walk down there, but you can't fucking get certain other aspects of pathing right. Don't mind me, I'm just like randomly ranting at things just to keep myself talking, to keep my mind off the fact that I'm in a fucking walking simulator. Oh, fuck off. Where's my bacon? Oh, we've only got 6 bits of bacon. I'm going to make some flint arrows. No, never mind. I was about to say something silly. Once the whole point that we want to get out of this mission is to start the new one, which is one that's going to involve having to go after scorpions. Then we can test where the fucking critical hit spot is to our heart's content in that one. I bet you no one knows where the fucking veins are in that one yet. What's the name of it? Keep fucking forgetting. Concealment recovery. No, it's not on the Icarus intel yet. I would have been surprised if it was. I'd rather take on Mr. Cougar first and then Mr. Bear separately, to be honest. Thank you very... The fuck is it with these guys? They seem to be constantly getting yeeted into orbit. Over here, Mr. Bear. Give me those. Give me, before you stop moving. Well, since the update, we've gone to... Oh, and there's another one. Great. We've gone to joust bears twice. And in both cases, that was... Okay, we were on a hill. And I probably just timed it badly, jumping out of the way. But in both cases, we've been hit by the bear. Whereas before the update, I was jousting them right, left, and centre, and I can't honestly remember the last time I got hit by a bear. But it's nice flat. It's relatively flat, open terrain down there. If we hit him and take him down there with us, we should be all right. Yeah. Have that, Mr. Bear. Come on. Nope, there's nothing to joust. And we lost another composite arrow. Oh, great. And we're in the middle of the fucking transition area. We're not going to find a cave to crawl into. We're going to have to put down... We're going to have to put down roots. We'll try and do it where we're not in the path of a fucking bear. And go as far as we can before the storm starts to get too bad. And then we'll chuck it down quickly. As far away from a possible bear path as possible. You could have waited 2 fucking minutes. It was nearly there. Now the map's fucking playing up again. Yes, indeed. I was nearly there and all. That second vein had a relatively low yield in comparison as well. It's no more than like 100 and something. I decided, what is it? My computer froze up after that crash earlier. When the game crashed, I restarted, and when I disappeared, it was the computer completely froze up, and I had to restart it. While I was gone, I thought I'd downloaded the what's his face, the Nvidia driver. I disassembled the air conditioner, so I've got a few more. I've got 10 electronics to make two more possible extractors for when I go and extract the last vein at J14. I'm going to go and drop off as much as I can in the drop pod, so I'm not going to be able to put everything in there. But I'll put whatever I can in there. And then, yeah, I'll take, when I go to J14, I'll take the fabricator with me and enough iron and the electronics, slap 3 of the fuckers on there, and extract the fuck out of that quickly. But when I get home, I'll do the mission first. I just won't craft all of the worm items. I'll craft like 3 out of the 4. So then the mission complete will still be open. It won't be mission complete yet. It'll still be open. Then I'll go and extract J14, and I can go home. I want it because the point being, I want to leave the mission open, so if someone wants to join, they can share in the actual mission rewards as well as the exotics. And I mean, that's rather good on this one, considering it's what, 600 bucks and 200 exotics for nothing more than joining and leaving. I am going the right way, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Hello. I tried jousting another bear under slightly better conditions, like a flat area and all that, and he still got to me again. So whatever they did change does make it slightly more precarious to do it. ages away from needing to go up. But it's not like it's such a monumental change that you can't still manage to kill him. It makes it more iffy, and it makes it more difficult for people that don't necessarily have as much practice at it. As you'd say, people that still need to get good. No, I was just talking about the bear. I had another bear encounter under slightly more ideal circumstances, and he still got to me. He hit me. I was still able to kill him. Obviously, I didn't die. I'm still here. But whatever change they did do to his pathing AI and how he moves and all that, it's you definitely need to do a little bit of a re-practice, like change the way you move and what have you in a joust. It's not as straightforward as it was. Okie dokie. Nice. Now we go home via the Arctic because that's going to be quicker. And if we make a move on, we might even be able to do it while we still have the coffee buff. The polar bear. Now that I'd be interested to see how much different it is, because that one I just started to find my groove, being able to successfully joust polar bears over and over again. That's one I'm gonna have to relearn, or well, adjust, because that wasn't the same as the bears. You had to do that one timed slightly differently. That's been adjusted as well, and I'm gonna have to make an even bigger adjustment on them. Oh, for fuck's sake, I was completely late on the fucking release. Where the fuck is he? I'm waiting too long. I saw now. I see now. I'm waiting far too long. I'm lining up that shot and letting him get too close before I do what I need to do. I know what to do the next time now. I have to change that. Waiting far too long. He's basically on top of me by the time I go and try to make the jump. Where did you come from? Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. No, but that's the way I've been doing it until now. I was I was totally able to wait that late in the game to jump out of the way, and I was able to get out of the way. But then that's exactly the area they must have made a bit of a tweak to, yeah, where I have to adjust my tactic. And there's yet another one to come. Where is he? Which direction is he going? Yeah, and I need to concentrate. Nah. Well, it's definitely gonna make things interesting for the next little while until we get used to the new way of going about it. I was so used to being able to do that with relative ease. Now my coffee buff's about to expire. Okay, never mind. I'm pushing through. If I was closer to home, I would. But being as far away as I am, if I did happen to die, I've got a real fucking long slog to get back to my body. And the area of J14 where we're gonna do the extracting, there's a couple of bear spore points down there. I'll give it a go there because I'll have the bed in the little extractor hut nearby, and I won't have to go far. No, exactly, exactly. It's not scared. It's apprehensive. I'm not yet confident enough in what is it the adjustments I'm making in the tactic to pull it off successfully. I'm not 100% on it, and I've got no problems with doing it. I just don't want to have to do it where I'm almost halfway across the map, and it's going to take me fucking 20 minutes just to get back to my body. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, fuck off. I should have known. This always happens in this fucking part of the Arctic whenever I traverse there. Every single time. At round about the same spot. I'm going to try it again. Obviously, I want to practice to get it down to be more confident in it. But I'm not going to do it in the middle of nowhere. I'll do it within decent running range of a bed. I enjoy doing hardcore missions, so I most definitely want to practice to get myself back up, get back up there again.
Gear like this eats power.
My other one, yeah.
So you're gonna have to find a way to juice it. But I figure you didn't make it this far without.
Oh, this dude's named Sacrifice as well. Yeah, because this guy originally I made when I was doing the Voyager Level 0 character challenge. I started Voyager with a fresh, brand new character, and whenever I died, I'd delete I'd retrieve from Prospect and delete the character and make a new one, and I numbered them sequentially. Number 9 was the first one I managed to complete it with. It took me 8 tries before that, so I kept him. He's the honourable. That's doing more harm than good. And the other dude, I continued playing with 9 on other missions, and I got a bit bored with that, so then I wanted to go and do the Voyager challenge again, so I started another new character. I just continued with the naming scheme, and I got up to what? I think it's 12 or 13 with the other guy. But my main character's named my proper name. I prefer playing with that first character that I made. Since respec, I was able to rearrange shit the way I want it, and I was lucky enough to get extra points in that bug. I've got 74 talent points instead of the 60. They're still after me. Fucking hell. They're even more persistent than fucking cougars. Not as persistent as the wolves, though. I've found those guys will come halfway across the fucking Arctic after you sometimes. Yeah, we'll be over in the forest shortly. I was just about to say, I hope I don't fucking get that. That we're going to be in the forest shortly and we should be able to warm up. I don't. Oh, I have some weight space. Okay, let's take some iron. So I think I'm a little low on that. And I threw away all of my empty fuel cans to save on weight. I'm going to have to make... What have I got? I've got two. I've got two generators running at home. I can take one of them ones out of there. Okay, then I don't really need any more iron. 3 will do it. Because if this vein's as shit as all the others, oh, I do need a bit more because I want to make 2 more extractors to make the whole thing go a little quicker. But then again, I've also got more iron set aside that I was going to use to make composites, so I can just use that. Bye-bye, Mr. Bear. I just realised I'm running low on oxygen. It's the first time in a long time. That bottle of oxygen lasted a long time. It wasn't even completely full when we left. And I've extracted both of the desert veins and made 2 trips to the drop pod. And all that extra time that we spent out and about in between. I must have said it a bunch of times by now, but I hope that those weird noises that we hear at night, not that, because that's a buffalo, but I mean all those other like weird knocking sounds and weird noises, that'll turn out to be one of the aliens, one or more of the aliens that we haven't seen yet. It'll be a wasted opportunity not to give one of the aliens one of those noises to have some continuity. It would definitely explain a lot of the shit that we hear go bump in the night. I need a dash more oxide, whatever happens, because I don't have any in my oxide dissolver either. Is that some? No. No, I know. We're just around the corner from home. We can chuck that in there. Then at least that'll have water and it can work quicker. Just rearrange shit a little, shall we? Where's the iron? There's the iron. I wanted to use that to make composites, didn't I? And that's what we need to make extractors. We don't need that anymore. Or that. We'll make ourselves some more coffee. Well, let's chuck that down. No. But given the shit yield of the veins so far, I don't really foresee needing it, to be honest. Even if I get, even if I get 180. No, 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 no. I'm not calling for help. I'm just gonna let people know that they can join to share in the rewards. No, I made 2 trips to the drop pod already. I filled up the drop pod, so everything I've mined, the majority of it's already there. The only thing I'm going to have to carry is what's on me and what I mined from J14. So I'm going to have more than enough space. You see what I mean? You got the chest and the head piece on there, but you don't see the legs or the boots. And it's always the same. It's always the same texture, regardless of what armor piece you put in there. Like if it reflected what armor piece you'd put in there, it would be a nice way to display stuff. If you were so inclined, in like an outpost build or something. Why are we so hot? Because this thing's on fire, that's why. Why is that on fire? Why did that catch fire? Don't tell me the fucking campfire set it on fire. That would be fucking odd. Yeah, but if I take the fur stuff out and then headdress wise, the only thing that the only thing that's in there, where are we? I'll take the leather one out and put the leather one in. Yeah, it looks the same as the fur one. There's no difference. It always shows the fur. That's what I mean. If it visually showed whatever's actually in there, it would be interesting. You could have like you could have a couple of textile benches down, and you could put different sets of armor in each to have them on display, so to speak. If you wanted to, in like an outpost build or something. What do we need for composites? Epoxy. We've still got some of that somewhere. There we go. How much aluminium have we got left? Oh, that's carbon paste, you fucking moron. Organic resin. I wouldn't know. I haven't. I wouldn't be able to confirm that. I've had polar bear armor a couple of times, but I don't remember ever having put it in the in the textiles bench. Well, let's repair things, shall we? Have everything nice, brand spanking new. Yeah, I made some for when we were in the desert. I thought I might need them, but I didn't. I didn't use any. I need a heat bandage right now because I've still got the fucking frostbite or whatever the fuck it is. I need to use a heat bandage to get rid of that, and then I'll have a counter. I need some oxide, some fibre, and some charcoal for that. Where are we? There we are. Heat bandage. Craft one of them up. Well, I'll give it a go. It's not like I can get any colder. I've already got frostbite. Well, the blue arrows did go downwards when I used it, but their primary use is for getting rid of the heat stroke, and the other one, what do they call it? Heat exhaustion. I need more tree sap. Not there, there. Why don't I just turn the lights on, eh? And then maybe I won't waste the fuel in my lamp. I need 2 more of them and 8 more of them. Or should we just make do? Let's just make do. I'll make a 1 by 1 and I'll protect the extractors. If that's got 3 snap points and I get the same ratty yield out of it as I have been doing lately, I won't be there for more than 10 minutes. Each one brings up 90 in 30 minutes. And if it brings up a little over 90, that's split 3 ways, then it's going to take 10 minutes. Let's put some of this shit away, shall we? I want that. I'm going to take the... Take the campfire. I don't need that. Don't need that. There's the oxide. We'll just chuck that in there. Put that away. Put that in there. Yeah, get all of my tools. Oh, I'm prepping as though I'm ready to go, but I still have to fucking kill the worms. And we'll put the coffee in to get brewed. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out and get some water to make some coffee. What I need pillars, so we'll have a 1x1 to put the extractor in. Well, not the extractor, the fabricator. We'll destroy these to get back resources so we can make pillars. And that's not enough. So we need both screws and rebar. Close the door. Don't live in a barn. That's more like it. We'll get the electricity tool. Where did I leave the electricity tool? There it is. And the water tool. With all of these extra things connected, we're going to need to power that up as well. Momentarily. No, I don't usually watch that kind of stuff. All the crap that's floating around about what's going on in the Ukraine is enough. Well, I'm not going to need that either, so we can get rid of that. I am going to need more wood, or more sticks, should I say, to make more tree sap. And there's a whole bunch of... There's a South Korean channel where there are soldiers that have defected from North Korea, and they come on the channel and they show them all kinds of different things, you know, like stuff going on in America, videos about the American army, different YouTube videos about them reacting to America's firepower and this and that, you know, shit that they never would have had an opportunity to see in North Korea. Those those kinds of things interest me more when it comes to Korea. Not going to give the little dictator the time of day to waste time on watching his propaganda shit. It's the kind of person that should be eradicated from the face of the planet. The fact that we're in the 21st century and shit like that is still going down, and fucking tribal wars that have been going back God knows how long between peoples in Africa. It's all just fucking beyond me. You can go from first world peoples in America that have mental breakdowns over people not using their fucking pronouns, all the way back to tribal peoples that still live fucking with their dick hanging out and bones through their nose. It's just such a massive juxtaposition that it's a nice thing that there's still that kind of difference, and there's still that kind of tribal cultural thing. It's very interesting. It's just to look at the two different ends of the scale. It's sickening to see what certain first world peoples allow themselves. It's fucking insane. That's what it is. Okay, storm over. I can actually see something. One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Come on. 2. That one's in the ground. Okay. Fair enough. That's enough. Of course it's too far away, because it's on the diagonal, you stupid moron. Whoever was the sound designer that did all the Foley work for this game has done a pretty nice job as well. And you listen to like the connecting of the tubes, for example, it's got this totally 100% believable like tube like pronk. You can hear that, empty kind of echoey sound at the end. There we go. That's all ready to go. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that little bend in the pipe. I didn't. It's just fine. I can leave it like that. Doesn't need to be straightened. Should I just go for it? We just had a storm, and it's only 12:30. I might as well fucking go for it. Let's get that. Where are we? Where's my screws? There's my screws. Thank you very much. I don't need that. I don't have any food on there, do I? No. Well, let's eat up, shall we? Well, I don't exactly need the fucking extractor on my back for the fight, do I? Twat.
Like a pro.
What was that all about? Two random trees just falling over. What's going on? It's not getting water. Why isn't it getting water? There must be a break in the pipe somewhere. Yeah, a break. There's no pipe going back to the fucking water. That's another bug. I ran that pipe all the way out to the outside. The outside wall, so it would be ready for this, but it's disappeared since. Okay. Hurry up already. Why the fuck is shit setting me on fire? I thought the fucking campfire was not supposed to set you on fire. Isn't the MXC campfire supposed to be safe? That's the second time I've been set on fire by that now. Well, I say me. It set my fucking textiles bench on fire a minute ago. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I gotta admit, I'm impressed. Sounds like you got company. There's been reports that wildlife don't like technology. Sure looks that way.
I better start picking this up because the more and more of these there are on the ground, the more lag there'll be eventually. Fucking hell. I need a drink of water, but I can't take a fucking break because these cunts are still coming. Where are you? If I had more than fucking 15 frames...
You did it. They're all
Lovely.
down. That was a close call. Okay, looks like that sucker's ready to go. But there's one more thing. They want you to assemble it. Put it together. Can you figure it out?
I'll never find the scales that I dropped earlier, will I? They probably despawned by now. Okie dokie. We'll leave that uncrafted. Now I can go extract J14. Then people can join. Then I'll craft the arrow, and then they get to share in the mission rewards as well as the exotics. Well, we're not going to need that. Have to get some more fiber to make some more fuel. Yeah, then we basically got a fuel can for each. It's 918. That's the equivalent of 270 exotics to mine with the 3 extractors. I doubt we're going to come anywhere close. Probably get less than half than that, knowing my luck with the amount we got out of the previous two veins. And I have to go pee again. Back in just a moment. Oh, close the door. Don't want no fucking wolves walking in. Okie dokie. We'll chop wood if we need it. Where did I put the rest of the good shit? Here. Okay, so we've got our 1x1. Our bed and our campfire. That's home sweet home. We've got our exotics. Like so. And we've got all of our tools. We'll need 10 electronics and 40 iron. Like so. Guess we can put that there. We'll prep that there. Putting it down. Well, it's not like I really need that one fucking arrow, is it? There we go. I'm not going to be caving, so I don't need that. I'm not going to be gathering, so I don't need that. I'm not going to be gathering, he says. And then 2 seconds later, I realise I need to gather some more if I actually want to take that much fuel with me. I have to put this fucking fire hazard down yet again. We'll let that tick away. I need to wait for the storm to pass anyway. Five, two. I don't really want to come back from here. Oh, I guess I can slap together a quick crafting bench. Murder a few things in the area. In preparation for making that stuff. What was it again? 5 and 2. Okay, that's not very heavy. 5 and 2. Like a saw. Food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've still got a space free. I do have everything, don't I? Nev, Sushi, Ventura, yeah. 2 backpacks, 4 modules. Arrows we used up and we can't take back with us anyway. We didn't leave anything else anywhere that we... No, that's it. That's everything that I brought with me. Okay. Once I've made and placed the 2 extra extractors, we'll pick up the fabricator, gather enough shit to make a crafting bench and put that in the 1x1. And then we just got to sit around in that 1x1 after we've finished extracting for people to join. And then when we've got the gang together, I make the arrows and everyone can fuck off. Well, people don't even have to stay. All they have to do is join and leave straight away. Their name's on the roster of people that were on the prospect, and they'll get the rewards as once I leave. You want to get on this? Beardman, do you want to get in on it? Well, you don't have to. I don't want to twist your arm. It's just free money and exos. Yeah, sure. You added me the other day, no? Oh, you didn't? Okay. What's your name in Discord? I don't want to put it in the I don't want to put it in the stream chat. Are you not on the Are you not on the Icarus Discord? Oh, you use the silly characters. Okay, I remember. Oh, you've messaged me before though, no? Or not? No, seems not. Wait a second, let me just get out of the map because it's fucking slowing down my entire computer. What's going on with Steam? Oh, I had a bit of a connection issue. You go to your friends list. Yeah, there you go. I'll put a message out in. I'll put a message out on LFG. Oh, I'll let Yom know as well if he's online. Is he online? He's not online. Ah, it's a shame. Wait, oh, he's online. He's just not in game. I'll send him a message. I had 183 carry weight earlier. Why is that jumped down to 156? There you are. Oh, because of my solo talents. Idiot. I was wondering, where the fuck did all my carry weight disappear to? Well, I'll only be able to go with three fuel cans. Could you possibly disconnect and reconnect for a second so I can go to sleep? Because I don't want to run all the way there in the night. And we all have to sleep. Thank you very much. There you go. You're good to come back in again. I just put my head down for Kip and that was it. Okay, let's go get our food. I'm going to have to leave something behind. I have to leave 7 kilos worth of something behind. My solo talents are so strong. I went from 183 kilos carry weight to 156. And I'm overweight now. Uh, I guess I'll have to. I guess I'll have to run home for the exotics. I'll put the 1x1 down, and the fabricator inside. That'll be more than enough weight, and then I'll run back to grab the exotics. That's not much of a run. L11, J14. It's no problem. Just didn't really relish having to do a fucking marathon sprint between the desert and my base. That's why I did the desert ones first, get them out of the way. Damn, I'm so slow with the fucking... I'm so slow without the solo talents. There we go, that's better. I have to have the fucking movement speed modules on, otherwise I'm a snail. Oh, we got another person, I think. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm not having a very good time of it this time around being host. I don't usually get anywhere near this kind of lag. Oh, maybe it was just because he happened to be joining at the time. Oh, we've got another person that wants to join. Nearly there. Oh yeah, I remember now. This was the one where the dude said it's just south of the lake, but it's well south of the lake up on the hill, isn't it? Yeah, I remember now. I was drawing a blank for a minute there as to where it is. What, while jousting a bear or... Oh, there's plenty of people around you. There's at least two people that'll be joining shortly. Someone will res you. How many have we got so far? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what's his face is still going to join. Yom. So that's 6, 7. Where the fuck is it? I am looking in the right place, aren't I? J14 south of Lake. But I remember I came here and I was looking around here and I was like, it's not here anywhere. And then I just randomly carried on. There it is. Okie dokie. We'll get the door on. Put the fabricator down. It does have 3 spots indeed. I've never put 3 on at once. I've got to get a screenshot of this. There we go. One going, 2 going, 3 going. You're having a bit of a time of it up there, aren't you? And I forgot. I filled my fucking. I filled my fucking oxygen bottle, but I forgot to take the fucking thing out of the oxide dissolver. I have to grab myself some oxide. Is there a storm incoming where you guys are? Because I'm in the. Oh yeah, you're in the Riverlands up there, aren't you? I'm in the forest. One, two, three, four, five. There was someone else that came and left. 6, 7. Yeah, there should be enough space for that Jake's guy to join. Do you get revived? Because there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people up there. Oh yeah, I was going to pick this up and then make a crafting bench. Okie dokie. I might as well go via my house, seeing as I left my fucking oxygen bottle there. I don't want to have to buy another one of them. Okay, let's get together what we need to make a crafting bench. Then I'll be all ready to craft up the arrows. I need leather, don't I? And wood. I'm going to have to kill something. Well, actually, I don't need to make anything, do I? If I'm going to go via my house, I can just make the fucking arrows there. Well, we've already got 90 out. If I'm right, then it should be stopping soon, unfortunately. Within the next couple of minutes. And I'm talking loud like I've got fucking loud music in my ears because the fucking sound of the extractors is overpowering. Well, we're already at 43 in each one. Call that 44. It's 132. This is the most I've got out of any of the veins on this mission so far. If I end up having to go home to get more fuel, I'll be annoyed at myself. Because I prepped with 6 cans. I just couldn't bring everything because my solo talents give me the majority of my weight carry bonus. That's it, they're done. Okay, so we stop off at home. It feels odd at times like this, leaving all this behind, just the extractors lying there. I've got particularly shitty connection at the moment with all these people being on. My frames are terrible. It's weird. It changes from session to session. The last few times that I did this, when other people joined, it was like they weren't even there. Everything was just fine. I had a perfectly smooth game. My frame rate was fine. I didn't suffer any. Well, I can't say any. There was very little like synchronization problems. I could shoot at things and actually hit them. Yeah, the arrows would be going where I actually aimed. Now I've got a jarring frame rate, and I honestly daren't shoot at anything. So I'm probably going to ask people to leave once we get mission complete. They'll get the mission rewards, and then once I leave, which will be in about 10 minutes, once I make it back to the pod, then they'll get the exos as well. Oops. And my fucking game crashed. Can you let the people in know that I just crashed? They don't necessarily have to rejoin. Oh, the session closes because I was the host. Well, that was quick. Someone else clicked host. This is the part that I don't particularly like. This is the part that I don't particularly like about these multiplayer sessions. If someone else is hosting and they don't necessarily have a particularly good connection, yeah, it can take you forever to fucking join. Can you? Are you able to make it back on? Because I can't get back on. If you can get on and ask whoever's the host to disconnect. Because I don't mind being the host. It's my lag and everything isn't that bad. Yeah, I've got a bit of an FPS issue, but I can get through that. But I have a decent internet connection. I've got a gigabit. No, I know, I understand. No, not necessarily. I just need whoever's actually hosting at the moment to disconnect. I'll host it, no problem. It's just I can't get back into my own. Yeah, it says the same thing for me too. I need whoever joined to host it to leave. Oh, you're epic killer. Okay, cool. Well, they can't. Okay, retrieving prospect. Yes. Okay, at last. Loading prospect.
But there's one more thing. They want you to assemble it. Put it together.
At
Can you
last.
figure it out?
I always have this bit of an irrational fear that whoever becomes the new host has the gets the ability to kick people, and then they'd kick the original person. But I don't think that's the way it works. That would be a bit of an epic backstab. You join someone else's prospect, then they disconnect from being host, then you rehost it, and then you'd be able to kick them. That would be a little silly. Okay. I'm crafting I'm crafting the arrows. Now I think what they hard coded it so that there's 8 slots, and even if you kick someone, someone else can't come in to join to take that place, because otherwise you'd basically be able to do what I'm doing right now to infinity. You just wait for. Well, let's get this out of the way with, shall we? Craft.
I
Done.
guess we're done here. Time to head back to the dropship. Unless you got other plans.
No other plans, Soul. That's it.
All right. I think they'll be happy with that. The ACS tend to value results, and you're delivering them. They'll like that.
We'll leave that here. I don't need the sickle. I'll take the knife. I don't need those because that's heavy. There we go. Oh yeah, my oxygen bottle, the whole point of me coming back. Okay, cool. Well, it's 5:30 and I doubt everyone's got a bed yet. So I'm going to have to go through the night. Which is going to be interesting with this frame rate. I've got a bed, I've got a campfire. I'll go grab some wood. My frame rate jumps around so much. There are times when the game's super nice and smooth, and then other times where I'm barely getting like 10-15 FPS. I do have everything, don't I? 4 modules. All my tools. Yeah, okay. Double checking to make sure. Okie dokie. By drop pod, yeah? Super duper. It did get somewhat better. Like just after you said that you'd left, the frames actually started to improve somewhat. So also the number of people that are on affects the performance. I'm guessing like depending on where certain people are connecting from. Ah, you're welcome, mate. Yeah, they definitely need to do something to improve it. I mean, I'm honestly happy that I prefer to play solo because if I had to go through this kind of palaver every time playing with people, it just would have driven me crazy by now. Yeah, or at worst, they need to go to some server hosting companies and make whatever they need to make available to them so that people can rent servers. Yeah, where they can play. They're the host, and then when other people join, they're not. Or how should I say it? Not necessarily put it in the words as they're the host, but as you know, they've got like server admin rights to be able to kick people, whoever's on. I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine the strain on the serve or a strain on hardware is particularly high. See, they'd probably be able to get away with having a decent box and then just have a bunch of virtual machines to run as hosts. And then people can rent those for like, a couple of bucks a month and then they've got a stable place to play. As an option, not saying have that out and out, but have that as an option. Yeah, and I'm sure whatever it is that Sony has to do for people to be able to play, what is it, Death Stranding in its multiplayer form costs them money, but they fucking pony it up. And okay, that's Sony, and we're talking about a game that probably made them tens of millions. And then in the grand scheme of things, the amount of money it costs to run those servers is, minuscule in comparison. But still, they take care of it. I find it hard to believe that Rocketworks wouldn't be able to afford servers for something like that. I mean, if nothing else, then invest in some hardware and have it in house, and they could at least keep the costs down instead of going to a hosting company. Depending on what they could do to, uh, depending on what they could do to streamline how this is run, yeah, how this is hosted. I doubt it would be all that much of a strain on the server. They'd need to run whatever software on. That's what I'm saying. If they could figure that part of it out, and let's say put together whatever the server package is and go to a hosting company so that they can run host servers, I guarantee on a decent enough box they'd be able to run multiple virtual machines running the hosting server, and people could rent those out for, let's say, like, if people are willing to pay what they pay for something like Fallout first, I'm sure there'd be a lot of people that would be willing to pay, let's say, like $5 a month to rent a hosting server where them and their friends can, or even, when they open it up to the public, other people can come and play without these kinds of FPS and lag issues. And if they can get away with it being client hosted, with the game running at whatever graphic settings you happen to have them, and they have to calculate with an average internet connection, because not everyone's going to have a great internet connection. If the game can get away with running like that, then it would most definitely be able to run particularly easily in a virtual machine on a hosted server at a proper hosting company. It's just a matter of them pulling their finger out and getting that shit organized. I've got a bloody bear near me in pitch darkness that I can't fucking see. If the fucker would follow me out into the Arctic, it wouldn't be that much of a problem, because then I could see him against the white of the snow, but I can't see the fucker in the forest. Oh, there's only one person left connected. Okay, that's why my frames have been getting better and better. I thought that fucking thing wasn't supposed to be able to set you on fire. That's the third time I fucking set myself on fire now. I put the MXC campfire down and I stood next to it. I thought this wasn't supposed to be able to set you on fire. And that's twice. I set myself on fire twice, and I set the textile bench on fire once. Well, at least it kept me warm. No, I can at least see him now. Before I wasn't able to see him. He's right there. If I had a little bit more weight capacity, I would have brought shelter. Then I could have put my fucking bag down and we could both sleep. The other dude's being nice and waiting. Because if I die, then I have to I have to run all the way back here from my spawn point. But he's relatively close. He could potentially come and revive me. I think. I think I can get by. Okie dokie, mate. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Guy shot up a flare. I can see it from here. That's so fucking cool. I'm walking now because I heard a bear down here. He just hasn't roared in a while, so he might be just lying down, sleeping. I don't want to walk over the fucker. Well, I'll speed out into the open. The hell was... That's cool. Wow, would you look at that nice little cabin they put together? Where's my... There's my pod across the river. Last dude's leaving. I'll go across to my pod. Yeah, that's the way it needs to go. Cheerful and friendly reward sharing. Lovely. So I've got my 2 picks, my axe, my knife, my 4 modules, my 2 backpacks, the campfire, the bow. I've got the oxygen tank and the canteen on me. Let's go. How many exos did I get? 517. Okay, that wasn't that bad. That's 717 total. Nice. And I've still got this Voyager to go whenever they end up finishing that. That's going to be another 600 and 250 minimum plus whatever they manage to mine up. Well, I need to go take a piss again. I really don't know what the fuck is wrong with my bladder. I'm pissing every like half hour. I'm gonna call this stream there for now, and then I'll be back a little later after I've had a little bit of a rest and something to eat, and then we'll go and hit the new prospect, the Scorpion prospect. See what that's all about. So thanks to those people that are still here for stopping by and hanging out, and I'll see you all later. Bye.